Hi there. Today we're talking about an experience shared by many of the women I work with and within the communities that surround them. Women bonding over diets, bonding over weight loss goals, bonding over going to the gym and the classes they're taking, bonding over the new plan they're starting on Monday. It's so normalized that we barely question it. But what if it isn't as straightforward or as simple as dieting together or a shared goal of attending a specific workout class at 5 a.m. every day with 3 or 4 other women? It's my it's my perspective that it's about so much more than that. I believe that what women really want is belonging, a feeling that we're all in this together, which makes sense. Women often bond over dieting because there's an innate biological drive to connect with other women. Throughout history, women have survived together, raising children, creating safety, sharing responsibilities. Connection wasn't optional, it was essential to their survival. That wiring is still alive in all of us today. But diet culture has hijacked the focus of our primal drive to connect with each other. Instead of bonding through shared wisdom, support, or genuine closeness, I often hear women bonding through comparison, self criticism, and chasing identical body ideals. And the bonding isn't really about the diet, it's about longing for a community. Sometimes it just feels like it's the illusion of togetherness. Let's talk about how this plays out. A group of women starts the same diet. There's excitement, group chats, motivation, and accountability. It feels like genuine closeness. But as soon as someone loses weight faster, or sticks to the plan more perfectly, or gets the results others don't see, comparison enters the room. And comparison tears that connection apart. It whispers, "She's succeeding. I'm not. I don't belong here." The very thing that looked like bonding ends up creating disconnection. Now, imagine what happens when someone sprains an ankle and has to stop. Someone's body reacts to the diet and they choose to stop. Someone's body doesn't change the way they perceive other women are. Someone gets exhausted from trying so hard and slows down her pace. Almost instantly, these women begin to feel a sense of failure, like they're somehow falling behind and doing it wrong. They feel the ache seeing the group moving forward without them. And the changes from belonging, this changes from belonging to something like, "I can't keep up. I don't deserve to be in this group." Or, "I'm missing out because I can't work harder. If I only had more willpower." This is truly painful. And I hear their own version of this scenario from clients again and again. I notice it so often in my own community as well. This dynamic doesn't just show up in friendships, it often shows up in families too. Plenty of families bond through dieting, sharing meal plans, talking about weight, comparing progress, celebrating successes together. But even in families, people with a shared history and genetic connection, comparison can lead to division. Women often tell me about comments made between sisters, cousins, or mothers and daughters that quietly embed shame, competition, and hierarchy. If comparison can erode connection among family members, of course, just like in families, it affects the relationships with women in our community, at work, or in social circles. And the women who choose to stop dieting and practice what helps them to heal their relationship with food and their body, they describe a deep feeling of isolation from the women around them. They don't want to diet anymore. They don't want to track, restrict, or compete. They want peace. But the women in their circles are still bonding over diets, still doing the challenges, still taking talking about macros, calories, falling off the wagon. So these women who are trying a new path are left to think, I don't want to diet, but I want to belong. I don't want to compare myself, and I want a community. That tension is real and it's really painful. So here's the question I ask. What if your connection with other women wasn't built on weight loss, size goals, discipline, perfection, diet rules, body rules? What if friendships were rooted in shared values, laughter, creativity, conversations that matter to you, emotional closeness, authentic support, and the natural expression of how women truly are? What if connection didn't require comparison? Women are resilient, women are powerful, and women deserve relationships that are nourishing, not depleting. I genuinely want to hear from you about this. So if you are comfortable, share your answers to one or more of these questions. Have you ever felt pressure to fit in with other women through dieting or weight talk? And if so, did it ever feel like a connection at first, only to later become comparison? Have you ever felt isolated because you weren't dieting when everyone else was? Share your thoughts in the comments. This is a real issue for women, and you are absolutely not alone if you have had this issue in your life. I can't wait to hear your thoughts, and I look forward to seeing you soon.